So today was the day I was going to deliver a letter about inner city swimming for children. It's a lot, mainly it's black people living in the projects from segregation. And with my education, I was going to try to help them. But I went outside and some black person, I'm assuming it was black probably, stole my car, maybe to run drugs. So that's preventing me from getting information to the galleries and the museum on how we can help these poor city kids have the building blocks on how to run their lives better, and have more opportunities. And swimming is an integral part of any upper middle class or even high class. Everyone at the country club or the lake house or the oceanfront house swims. So if you want to be part of our community, you got to know how to swim. And I think they're dumbed down on purpose by segregation to not swim and not learn certain things. And that's part of segregation. But I'm I'm not racist, but I do accept limitations that has been put on segregated communities. And I understand they kind of hate us. And see, it wasn't my livelihood to put you in segregation. That wasn't my choice. That was my parents and my grandparents decided that that would be the best course of action. And when you steal my car, you're hurting your kids, not just you, but you're hurting your children. You're shooting yourself in the foot, so to speak. And I went ahead and mailed it ahead, and it cost me $10. And my car's gone. It's a crappy old beat up car that's not really safe. So I hope you don't get hurt. But and then I'm like, well, these are criminals and they're black, and I've dealt with this two other times, black people stealing my car, men. And then I was thinking of ethics, and ethically, if I didn't have a car, I just don't have a car, and certain ethics are just right. They're the maxim that people just can't cross because it applies to everyone around the world, that if you take my livelihood, which is my ability to get to work, you're killing me. I have a certain amount of money. I have to pay my rent and have my food, and produce art for a livelihood and take care of my dogs and my children and my family. And when you take my livelihood, you're killing me. So that's a maxim. Now, a moral is like different. And churches sometimes teach morals, like you shouldn't have sex with so and so because it's a moral. And it does make them angry. And maybe they have a baby. Maybe that's immoral. Or say you lie about money. It's tough. It's a tough call between morals and ethics. But say, it's like the Robin Hood thing, like you take money from the rich and you give it to the poor. That's a moral obligations in the communities that might be transgressed. So, maybe you shouldn't be spending, like I do sometimes. I spent $500 on a pair of shoes when I should have been doing something else. That's a moral. Could be ethical. People are dying, and I could have sent $500 to a hospital to help a child live. It just depends on how you look at it. But I think these black guys decide that they're so impoverished and uneducated that they have the right to take my car. And that's their morals, but that's a bad moral. The right ethics is like you get to know me and find out how hard I work for my car to drive and try to do things for other people. And if you needed a ride, well, I probably wouldn't give it to you for drugs because that's another unethical thing that you're killing people.